The major markets soared yesterday as optimism over a potential interest rate cut by the Fed lifted investor mood. CNN's Maribel Aber joins us now from the NASDAQ market site there in New York City. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Joe.
Yeah, so Maribel, how are we out of the gates now this Thursday?
Joe, investors are looking at weekly jobless claims ending November 29th, which dropped by 27,000 to a three-year low. That figure is from the Labor Department, slowly returning to regular reporting after the shutdown. Now, new unemployment filings total around 191,000. The November jobs report is still delayed until December 16th, and some October data was canceled entirely. Private payroll company ADP reports that 32,000 private sector jobs were lost last month, and softer job numbers can ease wage pressure, which the Fed watches closely. It's kind of, Joe, like bad news equals good news. The board meets next month to discuss another possible interest rate cut by year's end. Let's see how the market's moving right now. It looks like we are a little bit in the green, a little bit in the red. The Dow up about 14 points, NASDAQ down 14, the S&P up 2. Joe.
Yeah, mixed morning to start this Thursday, Maribel. The latest move on fuel economy rules is stirring debate, made some headlines. It sounds like it could reshape how we think about cars and climate.
Well, the Trump administration wants to roll back current fuel economy standards for passenger vehicles. The corporate average fuel economy standards were enacted in 1975, and they've been tightened over the years and now call for about 50 miles per gallon by 2031. Now, yesterday, President Trump proposed lowering that target to 34 miles per gallon over the same period. Several automakers say the lower standard would make it easier to build more affordable vehicles and compete against the EV market. The American Petroleum Institute has also lobbied against the standard, contending it's designed to phase out gas and diesel vehicles. Joe.
Yeah, especially considering that we lost that EV tax credit recently. All right, Maribel, we got a big recall alert out today. It hits right into our snack time, too. Ritz crackers, and this includes Georgia.
Joe, you got to be careful what you open here. Ritz is recalling 70 cases of peanut butter sandwich crackers in multiple states over a potential allergy risk. The company says the crackers are made by manufacturer Mondelez Global. It came in 20-count packages, so the boxes inside are said to be mislabeled as cheese crackers, which could pose a peanut allergy risk to consumers. The outer cartons are said to be labeled correctly, indicating that the product contains peanuts. Georgia is among the 8 states affected by this recall, but no injuries have been reported so far. Joe, full batch details are on the FDA's website.
Yeah, we'll want to watch out for that, especially for those with those nut allergies. Finally, from Earth to the moon and back again, lunar dust might soon be powering devices here on the ground, Maribel?
Jay, Joe, it's not Tang, okay? Private space exploration company Blue Origin, it's unveiled this device that it says turns this moon dust into energy. The moon vacuum debuted yesterday at Amazon's reInvent 2025 conference in Las Vegas. Built by AI startup is Tari Digital. Current lunar missions are typically restricted to specific windows of optimum light and temperatures on the moon's surface. Blue Origin says the new device could expand those timeframes by converting moon dust into a longer lasting power source. His Tari CEO described it as like vacuuming at home, but creating your own electricity while you do it. The startup already has contracts with the U.S. government and others like Lockheed Martin, where it's working on an experimental unmanned aircraft. Joe, imagine that moon dust tech scaled up. The same processing power a landing one day could, in theory, power the massive square footage of today's AI data centers. Imagine that. It's not that wild a leap.
Wow. I need to dust off my moon boots or something, Maribel. This sounds like something straight out of, as Fergie would say, 3000
Black Mirror.
Black Mirror. Yes, absolutely. Maribel Aber, thank you so much for your time.
You got it.